This next stretch is the inverted dog stretch. So we're going to be from an all fours position to a inverted V shape, like a pike. So there's a little bit of pressure on your wrist joint here. So you can do this on your elbows as well to get rid of that wrist issue. So you're going to be really stretching the back of the body, namely the calves, the hamstrings, and the lower back. So starting with your hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips, going to tuck your toes under, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just lift the knees off without moving the hands or feet. Just lean back and try to get the calves as close to the floor as possible. So what you want to really think about here is not hunching the shoulders. So really drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Make sure you're not rolling onto the hands. So you want that thumb and the little finger to have equal weight on. And this little gap here between the thumb and forefinger, you're going to push that knuckle down so you're not rolling onto the outside of the hands. You're going to push your rib cage back towards your thighs and the head towards the knees. So you form that inverted V position. Got to watch out the ribs don't flare. So really draw those rib cage in so that your lower back doesn't arch. And you're holding that position, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Roughly for a count of 3 as you inhale and a count of 3 as you exhale. If you get tired while you're holding it, just drop the knees down, have a breather, and you can always lift back up again. Okay, Jasmine, so if you want to put your head here, hands under the shoulders, and knees under the hips, okay? So tucking the toes under, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the knees off, stick your bottom up and lean your body weight back. If somebody's tight in the hamstrings, their knees may be bent. That's fine, they just have to go into position as far as they're able to. And we're trying to encourage those heels to push down into the floor here, okay? Often people will start leaning forward. So you want to encourage the rib cage to push back towards the thighs, okay? Often see the head collapsing too far underneath. So ideally it wanted to form a sort of line all the way from the spine down to the neck, keeping those shoulders away from the ears, keeping the knuckles and the fingers all equal weight. That's it, and drawing those rib cage in, lovely. And just trying to encourage those knees to stay as straight as possible here. So I'm just going to bring my hands in and pull back, that's it, lovely. Encourage that nice deep breathing, inhaling for a count of 3, exhaling for a count of 3. And we're just going to add in a little bit of a calf stretch here. So we're going to tread water. So Jasmine's going to bend her right knee, push the left heel down into the mat, stretching this calf here. Breathe in to prepare and change, stretching the opposite calf. In to prepare, exhale, change. In to prepare, exhale, change. And again. So just adding a little bit of a calf stretch here, emphasizing the calves a little bit more, then push both heels down. Lovely. And then bend the knees, come back down. Now we'll just show you one other version which will alleviate any wrist issues if someone has carpal tunnel or a fracture or sprain. Coming down onto the elbows, so elbows underneath the shoulders, interlace the fingers, clasping the hands together, knees are still under the hips, elbows under the shoulders, toes tucked under, and the knees come off. And there's the inverted V position on the elbows. So exactly the same stretch, might feel a little bit more powerful here around the shoulders, but nevertheless stretches the same. So still encouraging those heels to come towards the floor, encouraging those knees to pull up, encouraging the body weight to lean back without those without losing that rib connection, and keeping the gap between ear and shoulders nice and long. And just focusing on that breathing And again, anytime you're holding this stretch, holding for up to about 30 seconds. If you get tired, just bend the knees, come down, have a breather. You can always join back in again and then gently release. Your inverted V stretch.